What's the weather looking like for each session? Oh, okay, cool. It's not gonna rain for the race. I might skip this practice session. Matter of fact, I am, because what's the point of if it's not gonna rain in qualifying or in the race? I'm just wasting my time being on track. I'm putting more miles on my gearbox, and well, I'm putting more wear and tear on my gearbox and you know, all my power units and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm skipping this session.
That's one thing I miss with the Technics games, with the practices for Cup, how they had to schedule you to do each practice session and all that. I like that, and it made it more worth it when you actually have the leaderboard at the top where your time is, and you can compare yourself with the AI.
Oh yeah.
So I used to always make sure I do a practice, just even if it's only a couple minutes of practice at every track, just because I wanted to get that experience to do every session. But I have no incentive to do it in this game, because it's just you don't know what everybody else is doing.
Another thing I missed is that I don't know if you remember, but they had a leaderboard for not just your overall lap that you put down, but like the best 10 lap average, and I think it went up to 15 lap average.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that. I was looking like, dang, so I could see how I compare it with the AI in the long run.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, I do agree with you. I do wish that they can go back to, you know, having it practice 1, practice 2, qualifying and start.
Yeah.
Felt more realistic.
I actually like the way the career mode was in that, for that reason, doing everything. And you can actually see, I think you saw your position in each practice on the menu when you went back and looked through it all. Position, or at least the time. You saw your practice time, where you qualified, where you finished on every page when you looked at it. Well, that would be cool some year if they combine the Cup Series, IndyCar, and IMSA all in one weekend somewhere.
Depends on where Cup goes to next year, maybe.
Well, Indy Road Course would be a good, perfect weekend for all three. I like this move, though. I wonder if they'll keep this. Well, I don't know when they're going to put Indianapolis next year. If it's still going to stay July 4th weekend, or are they going to bring Daytona back to it? But if they did keep Daytona away from it, at least they still got something down there at the track for this weekend when they added this in.
Yeah, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I like it too. You just gotta see how it plays out with fans in the stands and stuff. I do think they should give it another try though next year.
Which thing?
I said I think they should give it another try next year.
What, with Indy?
Yeah, the doubleheader they did.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just here they finally got the doubleheader, and then the teams really aren't even there together. And the cup trailers don't even enter till tonight. The cup teams are probably bringing the trailers in now. And like they're not even there at the track with them. That's the only downside of it. Here was a night. It's good for us, but still, I wish they were there all there together. And man, I would love to see crossovers. So bad.
I was still, yeah, that's another thing I want to see.
Like
And
I'd love to
if,
see.
if a crossover is gonna happen, I want to see IndyCar drivers like in a good ride. Like, you know, I want to see Will Power in a big real racing car, for example.
Yeah, I know. And I would like to see cup drivers do the Indy road course and stuff like that. I mean, just I think, man, you know how fun it would be to see like Dixon, Power, and like Joseph Newgarden all running the like cup race or something like that, and then Kurt Busch or Kyle Busch and Jimmy Johnson and all them in the IndyCar. And Tony Stewart, if he ever came back next year, he's open to still coming back and doing that or whatever. So if he ever ran a doubleheader with both of them,
I would love that.
I'm surprised it didn't happen this year, to be honest. But I guess with everything going on, it was kind of hard to set up something.
Yeah, I still hate that Tony Stewart backed out of that Xfinity race. Still, you know.
I know. Especially when they announced the doubleheader, they had the. There was a potential he probably could have possibly run both.
Starting.
NASCAR returns to the Heartland, Kansas, for the Hollywood Casino 400. We're halfway through this year's playoff season, and after today, the playoff field will be cut from 12 to 8. Let's head down to the track as the action is just about ready to get underway.
It's gonna be weird seeing them at Sebring next week, not running 12 hours, or not next week, a couple weeks, not even running 12 hours the first time. They're going there again later.
Shoot, it's weird seeing them run Daytona and it's not 24 hours.
I know. Oh yeah, I know some. I know somebody from bowling last summer. He bowled in this summer thing, and he was talking about racing when we were talking for a while there every week about racing. Because I found out he was going to Watkins Glen and he went to New Hampshire, I think. And I'm like, I'm going with both of them too. Well, I saw on his Facebook page that he posted something from the NASCAR site saying he was on the road crew. That he went out to Indianapolis for the race today. He was spotted for the 61 in turn 1.
Wow. The 61. Oh, yeah. Oh, Toy
Stephen
Racing.
Light. Yeah.
Somebody in the grass already?
Did they even start? They just fired the
No.
engines. Or was that from earlier? I missed qualifying earlier. I don't know. Oh, I see. Jesus.
Wow.
He put his arm up like, what that was that?
Forgot this they first race back too.
What?
So I forgot this they first race back too.
Yeah. In Formula One, also.
Tomorrow morning.
I missed all the practices and qualifying and stuff, but who got the pole? Because I think Hamilton's second.
I didn't see it. It was on. I heard it was on this morning. I was still asleep when it came on.
Yeah, I was too. I think.
That's the only thing about F1.
I know. Did you see Chase's truck scheme is in the game? That looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott's schemes are in the game. I mean, they lower series rides are in the game.
Yeah, I like that. I like how they added the Cup drivers in, even though it's not for career mode. But it would be cool if somehow they can implement them
nice
into the career mode every couple races. Like have
Yeah.
I wish they had everybody like back in, I still remember the EA like everybody that with all the fantasy drivers. There's like what 60 people with all them added in. It seemed like, and then you know it was a random group of cars that made the race, so everybody was in the season at some point.
Yep.
And even in these games, you know how there's always 40 cars at least. Plus, when you are added in, somebody's out, and they're never in the entire season. They're out the whole season. I wish they were like kind of qualify their way in, and you know everybody was able to be into the season at some point.
That's how it was so realistic like that too, man. Like you said, they had like 60-something people that participate throughout the season. I remember when using the Bush series and you had Cup guys in the field, they wouldn't do the standalone tracks. You wouldn't see them at Old Spice, or you wouldn't see them at Levi Raceway or Red Ball or Dodge Raceway Stadium. You wouldn't see them with those tracks, but you would see them at the tracks like in Vegas and Daytona and all that.
Wow, I don't even remember that exact happening. I didn't even think of that. Like what?
I know because I've been
so long,
especially as a playing them as of late. Yeah, I noticed it.
Okay, let me get away from Kligerman. Come on. Move. He's already trying to run me into the wall.
Your rival.
Yeah. Him and Eric Jones have been getting on my nerves lately. I like that they picked this time to this race too, because you'll see the transition in day to night.
Yep.
Still looks misty and foggy down there with all the storm, the rain. Oh my god, we're under caution. And the AI is controlling my car, and Clearman's still trying to run me into the wall.
So there shouldn't be no driver swaps in this race.
I think there is. Because I think the whole thing is, I think it's usually just the one swap, because I think there's still 2 drivers per team. Maybe I should have hit it. Oh no, I did. That's right. I'm staying out. Last time here, and Elio got turned through the bus stop there.
He was fucking pissed.
Yeah. Great. Hopefully very soon I'll have a computer. I've been looking into that.
Go for iRacing?
Yep. Because my cousin bought the parts for one and built one. I was helping him. Me, him, and my uncle were helping him build it. It's a lot more to it, man. It's crazy. But I was looking at a computer, and then I was also looking at like the parts to build it myself to see if I wanted to do it that way, because then I can always replace stuff or like upgrade stuff if I want to in the future, like the RAM or whatever. And I wasn't gonna go that as expensive, but it's like $1,200 for all the parts and stuff that would be able to hopefully, you know, run it. And I got like the RAM would be 16, which is like recommended. Plus, it's more than what Evil has, so I should be able to stream no problem. Whereas his kind of laggy, and I think that's because it's not as powerful, and not powerful enough to stream live at the same time when you're playing the iRacing and stuff. Plus, I can get other PC games and stuff besides just iRacing. I can get a couple. Like another game I would like to get is Flight Simulator, because they don't have that on the console, and that's something that looks like a lot of fun.
You can get it on Xbox.
They have that on
Xbox too. Yeah, they do. I like to get American Truck Simulator.
Oh yeah, that too. I might even get Bus Simulator on that too, because I heard it runs really good on the PC. What else? What was I thinking? I know Left 4 Dead I used to play on a computer. It's like an Xbox exclusive game, but PC has it also. I would probably re-get that again. And of course, I'd be getting a PlayStation 2 emulator.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to re-download that again.
I wonder if I know you can plug the controller into the thing and play with your PlayStation 4 controller. I was thinking of this. Are you able to use the wheel with the PlayStation 2 games?
What'd you say?
So I was thinking about this because I know you can use the PlayStation 4 controller for it. I wonder if you can use the wheel
For the PS2 emulator?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, I don't know, because if you can use a
I highly
PS4
doubt it.
controller, I wonder if you can use that. Yeah, something tells me there's something, but that'll be too good to be true.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine using a wheel on NASCAR. I've done stuff before.
I started race 5 of this season on the 29th. And this is race 32. Bad boost right now. What was the last race we did? Oh, Michigan. Yeah, that was probably the best feeling car I have ever had at Michigan. I felt so good that entire race. I actually felt like I had a chance to win that. I could have had a chance to win that if I was up there with everybody.
That race.
Stupid pick crew, man. That was ridiculous.
Yep.
That was horrible.
That race for me.
Both my pit stops were 16. Yeah. I had a 16.4 and a 16.3 on both green flag pit stops. How do you pit from the lead group both times and then lose that much ground? Oh, I was frustrated. Yeah, Mike Mike was frustrating me. When he was behind, I know, I'm sure you heard about it in the party.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't even know he was a lap down when that happened to begin with. I saw that afterwards. I didn't know he was a lap down. I'm like, oh my god, he blocked me like that when he was a lap down?
I went back in your stream and watched that race, and it was just...
Did you watch when I was behind? I was always with Mike. Every time I got come out of the pits with those stupid pit stops, I was back there. And then they're kind of racing me and holding me up. And I'm like, I feel fast. And once I got in the lead of that group, I was running down Coyote. And then they started trying to pass again. I'm like, oh. I just felt like I was faster leading for once. That never happened, especially in Michigan. That it seemed like I was faster leading the group. That I could actually try to run that Coyote down and stuff. But
Michigan's just so annoying in that game because of the draft.
Yeah. So you saw Mike's little block on me then?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know he was a lap down though. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just like, whatever. But then when when the stage ended and you see everything, I'm like, wait, Mike was a lap down?
Yeah, it was just... I'm not surprised that people was frustrated in that race, because you're all on top of each other in that race. You gotta have a drafting partner in order to, compete. If you don't, then you're screwed, because it's such a draft heavy track. Or that game at least.
I know.
That's why I like the draft slider. I saw y'all though back there when me and Rush was trying to got him in B comp.
Yeah. That was the best I've ever felt at Michigan though. I don't know if I had a spark under me. I knew I wasn't that far ahead of the cut line.
You watched that stream when they asked my question?
Yeah, I did.
That draft slider, baby. Give it to us.
Yeah, I tried asking that question about Indy, but it was too late. I kept refreshing it too. I refreshed it, and I forgot to turn the bell on for the notification when they go live. So I kept looking, and then I finally looked, and it was in the middle, and it was almost like they only had like 10 minutes left of it, or like not even. And I'm like, what, already? I'm like, how long was it on? I just checked not that long ago. But I got on live just before your question, but I ended up watching it back later on when it was posted fully. Yeah, I was just curious about the career mode, because if they're adding Indy in late, which makes sense, because if they didn't know how the track was officially going to go right away, they wanted to wait. I don't mind them putting it in the game late. I just hope it actually affects the career and replaces it in career mode. I want that in the Xfinity season.
Same here. They said they're supposed to give us an updated career mode though, like in terms of the schedule.
An updated career mode? Or are they talking about the championship season?
They talk about the season for the career, like you know how everything the season has been affected this year because of the
Yeah.
COVID stuff. They said they're gonna give us an updated schedule.
Oh, I thought they
You
were
in that
talking
screen?
about what?
You in that screenshot I sent you about that?
Yeah, I think I do. But I think when I saw that, I thought they were talking about maybe, you know how they had the custom championships, some of them made already.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they were gonna do, is put the the way the season ended up being. I don't know if they're gonna put that schedule into the one of the championship schedules that
Oh, you talking
custom
about the
made.
one the fantasy schedules?
Yeah, that's what I thought they were talking about. I could be wrong though. Because if they updated the whole career mode, I would hope it would be only for one season, because then there's tracks that we won't be able to race at.
I'm just glad that they giving us the ability to make choose Xfinity and Cup and Truck, like for what, like no matter what type of season we wanted to make, no matter what series we can choose those tracks. Because at first it's not gonna be in the game when it first launched, but they said they're gonna add it in the patch, so that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, because that would be the whole point of the fantasy, is
Exactly.
adding those tracks. I was surprised it wasn't to begin with. I can't believe this whole week I've been looking. Nobody's posted any videos since what, Monday or Tuesday?
Because it's the same game.
I've been,
In a way.
well, when I was talking in the Discord and Elliot was answering me, I said, "Are you doing any more streams?" And they said, I think there's more or another one. I just don't know the time and day. Well, I thought maybe Friday night would be a perfect night to do it. The final Friday before it, nothing. I don't know about today. I haven't seen anything, so my guess is at this point it probably won't even do anything unless they do it tomorrow night.
Those that started on slicks could stay with the traditional fuel windows. Yeah, and they would have definitely got a little bit of fuel save compared to full green flag running in dry conditions, so that could really put them close to making it on just 3 stops for the Daytona Prototype International machines that we're on board with here. The number 77 of Ollie Jarvis as the track record here at Daytona from 2 years ago. Mazda led at 2 hours 40 minutes in the Rolex 24. Is that a good omen for today? So it looks like the 77 came out 4th in class behind the other Mazda and the 2 Acura Team Penske's. Hey, tomorrow the Brickyard is on NBC. Joey Logano is going to start on the pole. He's watching with you, and he's going to join us here.
He's gonna stay there too because of clean air.
Yeah, that thing that opened up that 3 wide, man. I'm looking at the Twitter thing, at the video. When Cindric was bumping Omendinger coming off onto the front stretch, I had a feeling I was going to set up something. I thought Cindric was going to get under him more than anything, but
When they got 3 wide, you know, coming off that last like sweeping turn onto the straightaway, I was going crazy, man.
IMSA Racing provides one of the best fan experiences, whether watching at home or in person at the racetrack. The grid is packed. It is a perfect day for sports car racing. The at-track experience allows you unprecedented access to the drivers and teams.
You know, as a fan, you can come, you can see
Damn, my toilet got no.
cars, you can see the drivers, and you don't get to see that in any championship.
When it comes to the racing, nothing rivals the competition in IMSA. With several different classes on the track at the same
Arca
time,
West is at
there is
9
always
o'clock on
action to
Track
watch.
Pass.
IMSA races can range
Oh,
from
8 o'clock
24
for you.
to under 2 hours. They race at night and
They
in the rain.
qualifying right now.
IMSA
Jesse
drivers
Wells
are
starting on the
truly
pole.
tested like no
Is
other
that on there
series.
too?
Unfortunately, the sport
Are they
is
showing the
shine, so
oh.
you gotta be
Nah,
able
they
to do
just.
that.
I'm on Twitter.
Really good job.
I'm looking
So
at
whether
Twitter
you're
too.
watching
I was
at home
wondering
or in
if any
person, an IMSA race
has something
IndyCar
for
drivers
everyone.
posted about the
Action,
Xfinity race or anything.
non-stop.
I don't see anything.
What you say? Your TV
Spectrum
kind of
Mobile is
loud.
now the
Oh, that's
fastest.
because I'm holding the phone next to my... I have it on my phone. I was holding the phone in front of me because I was looking at Twitter while it's playing.
Oh,
I was looking to see if any IndyCar drivers posted about how the Xfinity race was. I'm sure a lot of them stuck around and watched it somewhere.
oh yeah. I think I seen a tweet from a lot of those guys. Just tweet about how their days went. I don't know. I gotta check because I'm following like a good amount of IndyCar drivers on Twitter.
And Rossi can't catch a break this year.
Yeah, his championship chances are pretty much done. I mean,
Those two double headers are going to make it or break it, for sure.
pretty much because he killed the field last year. Those at Road America.
Yeah, so we'll find out next week.
He was having a pretty decent run until that misfiring started happening.
Somebody, oh, you liked it. I can't believe I wanted to rain during the NASCAR race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
all I
one
know.
time that we wanted for rain, we wanted rain. It's been raining all year. The one time we wanted rain, it didn't want to rain.
I know.
Whew. What is Quantiad douchebag doing on my screen?
I know Stewart might get Larson next year.
Most likely.
But who would be leaving? That's the question. Is it going to
Like
be
Boyer.
Boyer
Most likely
or
Boyer.
is it going to be Almirola?
Almirola got sponsorship.
Yeah,
Not to mention he's been running better than Boyer.
especially lately. What's he got? 3 top 5s in a row, they say?
Five.
5 top
Five
5s?
top five top tens in a
Oh,
row. But he has been on a little streak lately.
and I know. There it is. Valtteri Bottas beats Hamilton to the pole. Well, that answered that question. Well,
I heard Ferrari was slow in qualifying.
here, let me see. Let me open that. I want to see.
Alright, on to qualifying.
Qualifying. Oh my God.
What
Bo
happened?
Bottas and Hamilton were 5/10 faster than third.
Race over.
Verstappen, Sean Leclerc is 7th. Vettel 11th. Vettel didn't even make the final 10 qualifying round.
Yeah, see, I heard that Ferrari was slow in qualifying.
Yeah, 11th and 7th.
Yep. Damn.
Look at this. Like, the bottom, Kimi Räikkönen 19th with a 105.2. And here Bottas and Hamilton are running 102.9s. That's almost 3 seconds. Oof. Yeah, I'm really hoping this was a big hit next year, and they realize that, and next year they have one, maybe even 2 or 3 weekends together, because
Well,
that was fun. This has been fun.
they've been working on the schedule for a while now for the Cup Series, and they said that the 2021 schedule, they, they said it was supposed to get revealed this month, but sometime this month, so we'll see. I kind of hope it does get revealed this month because we know Nashville is going to be on the schedule, but what other new tracks are going to be on the schedule? What tracks are losing dates?
Yeah.
And what double headers? Because we know, I mean, the double headers and stuff has been like, especially this one right here. This was a success today, in my opinion. There was no fans in the stands, but that's why they should give it another year at least to see what the fan experience is gonna be like at the track. The only thing that kind of scares me though is the having it like dead square in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
But it was good though. That's the thing.